What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel where we talk about all things fragrance related. My name is Ayman. A lot of you know me as the Frag Stop on TikTok. And since we're entering a new year, I just wanted to hop on today and talk about 5 fragrances that I am 100% going to be repurchasing in the year 2025. These are just special fragrances that just earned a permanent spot in my collection and I can't live without. So let's just dive straight into it. Starting us off is Maison Kurkdijan's Gentle Fluidity Silver. Now this fragrance is the definition of versatile. It's a beautiful fizzy juniper berry fragrance that smells a little bit like a gin and tonic. To me, this stuff smells like a berry soda water, and this stuff is just so versatile. It's clean, it's fresh, it's addicting, it's super easy to wear. Whether I'm going to the office or going out with friends, this thing has always got me covered. And honestly, I see myself running through this bottle and getting another bottle by the end of this year. Next on the list is Xerjoff's Naxos. This fragrance right here is one of those fragrances that deserves all the hype it receives. It's a sweet, rich, and spicy fragrance with notes of honey, tobacco, and vanilla. And what I really love about this fragrance, it has a very fresh opening with a beautiful lavender note, which adds to the versatility of this fragrance and allows me to wear it during multiple seasons all year round. This combination of freshness from the lavender and that sweet, addicting honey and tobacco dry down makes this fragrance the one I go to whenever I get sick of those fresh, bright, citrusy fragrances in the summer. And as you can see, I've used quite a bit of this fragrance, so I'm definitely due for a new bottle soon. Next, coming in hot, Killian's Smoking Hot, and yes, the pun was intended. This to me is an absolute must-have winter fragrance in any man's collection. This even featured on my favorite winter fragrances of all time video, and is one of my most used winter fragrances, which is why it's making this list, because I am due for a new bottle very soon. I've already talked about this fragrance a lot on my channel, but very quickly, this is a smoky hookah apple tobacco fragrance. It has a very addicting opening and is one of the loudest fragrances in my collection. And the dry down is just as beautiful as the opening. I think the dry down of this fragrance is pretty similar to Angel Share, just a little bit more masculine. And next we have a fragrance that I didn't expect to like nearly as much as I do. This one really took me by surprise, Louis Vuitton's Imagination. This one opens up with that beautiful Louis Vuitton citrus that we all know and love, and then dries down and settles into a beautiful combination of neroli and tea that smells like a very expensive hotel lobby. And what I love most about this fragrance is how effortlessly I can wear this and pull it off. It's so easy to wear, but it's not your everyday blue fresh fragrance. I mean, it's definitely fresh, but it just has some depth to it. It has some complexity to it that makes it really elegant and really stand out. I'm always catching myself reaching out for this bottle, whether I'm going to the office, whether I'm hanging out with friends, or I just want something easy to wear. So if you're looking for an everyday wear fragrance that's going to smell amazing and actually pull you compliments, then definitely check out Louis Vuitton's Imagination. And finally, the 5th fragrance that I know I'm going to have to repurchase in 2025 is a fragrance that I regularly abuse, especially in the winter time, Parfums de Marleys Haltane. This is a powerful, rich, and opulent fragrance. It opens up with a beautiful saffron note that's very sweet and reminds me of Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait. I always say that this fragrance is the masculine version of Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait, but with some added oud. And the dry down of this fragrance is a beautiful, mesmerizing praline and oud combination that's a little bit chocolatey and very addicting. And surprisingly, for an oud fragrance, this stuff is very mass appealing. I've worn this thing a lot this winter and I've gotten a lot of compliments. A lot of people have asked me what I was wearing. A lot of people have mentioned how much they like this smell, which was very surprising considering that this is an oud fragrance and oud is usually not a very mass appealing note. So I definitely recommend this fragrance to anyone who's trying to get into oud fragrances and is trying to find a very beginner-friendly oud. And that was it, guys. 5 fragrances that I am 100% going to be repurchasing in 2025. Some of these are amongst my favorite fragrances, some are not, some are just easy to wear daily fragrances that I tend to gravitate towards. And let me know what fragrances you will be repurchasing, what are the fragrances you wear the most. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like button, please consider subscribing. I have a lot more videos planned out, and I'll see you guys at the next one.